YouTube, what is up? Guys, it feels so good to be back making a video. This is officially the first video that I'm uploading of 2022. So right now we are knocking on early spring. We're still in late winter. This is late February when I'm shooting this today. We're in the low 40s, and yeah, so still might be a slow bite, but guys, the spring bite is right around the corner and I'm so stoked about that. So anyways, enough rambling and let's get on the water. And the goal today is simple, by the way. Catch the first fish of the year. Always feels good to get that off your back. So however we can do that today, I got a few poles, few baits. So let's get out here and see if we can make it happen. All right. Like I said, guys, in the intro, we are knocking on the door of early spring, but we're not quite there yet. And so a lot of the lures that I got today are definitely more active, chasing those active bass, early spring type lures, and it may be too early for that. So we'll see. But starting off with the lipless here, which you cannot go wrong throwing a lipless crankbait in the springtime. Some would probably argue that that's probably the best fish catching lure there is in the spring, especially if you're looking for those active bass. Great search bait. So we're gonna whip it around today, mix up the retrieve. And man, this is that funky type of year too, with the weather, to where, like, you know, you walk out and it's like 40 degrees and sunny and you think you're like ready to just rock like shorts and a t-shirt, but you get out here and the wind's blowing and you're like, okay, let me go ahead and grab my toboggan and sweatshirt still. But man, it just feels good to be out here. And I thought all the ice was off, but it looks like across the way there is a thin layer of ice over there. So this was another reason why I was pumped up to come out here today. I just got this new rod a couple months ago and I have not used it yet. It's a St. Croix Bass X 7.4 heavy fast action rod. And yeah, man, I'm super stoked to try this bad boy out. St. Croix, can't go wrong there. And I've wanted a good heavy rod for a while, so we were gonna test her out today. All right, guys, I was hesitant for a while, but I finally broke down and got a couple jackhammers. You just hear nothing but good things. And I think that across the board, it would just be hands down the best chatterbait in the world is a jackhammer. So a little pricey, but this is my first year trying the old jackhammer, so I jumped on the train, man. All right, y'all, so this is the Mega Bass Vision 110, and how pretty is that jerkbait? So kind of like the jackhammer, man, it did take me a while to step up to the Vision 110, a little bit more pricey, but again, I think across the board, man, it's pretty close to unanimous that this thing is up there with one of the best jerk baits on the market, and had to pull the trigger on one. So here we are. And yeah, you're getting a little bit of a clue that I've upgraded my baits quite a bit. And yeah, you know, I think tackle is something that you just progressively get more and your stuff gets better over time. So you know, that's kind of the cool thing about it, is you literally, if you don't have much, I mean, there is nothing wrong with going to your Walmart and getting some good sheep lures just to get started, because they'll catch fish too. But it is pretty cool as well seeing the old tackle box grow. All right, so I've only been out here for like 30 minutes or so, and I'm already establishing, which is a lot of what I assumed, that it's a slow bite. I mean, yesterday it was darn near, I think it was below 30 even just yesterday, so this water's still really cold. Yeah, so the bite's slow. I did come out here a little jacked up though, just, you know, first time out, you know, you come out swinging for the fences. But we are going to start to scale back slower moving stuff, like we'll get the jig on eventually. I just tied on the jerk bait, and yeah, we're gonna go from there, slow down a little bit, see if we can make the adjustment. All right, so been out here for a couple hours and no bueno, no bites, but hey, it's all good, kind of what I expected. But before I get out of here, man, I did tie back on the red lipless, and just my gut feeling is just saying give this dude a couple more casts. So yeah, before we get out of here, man, gonna go ahead and do that. See if we can't still run into that first fish of 2022. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, it happened. Oh, and he feels decent too. Oh, he feels decent. I don't even think my drag is set right. Yes. Sir. Oh my gosh, dude. Let's go. I am so pumped up right now, y'all. Yes, first cast. Sometimes, man, you just gotta listen to your gut. First cast, putting back the lipless on. Maybe I shouldn't have taken it off. I took this off like probably an hour and a half ago. Let's go, baby. And that, I don't have my scale, but man, that's every bit of a couple pounds, maybe 2 and some change. All right, man. Patience paid off today. Was out here for probably a couple hours pushing that, and this was the only fish, the only bite, and I was yo-yoing that lipless off the bottom, and he was pretty deep too, so I don't think these fish are quite moving up shallow yet, man. He was out there, but he smoked it. So there you go. Thank you, buddy, for being number 1 of the year. There's no surprise here. It's the classic Strike King red eye shad lipless crankbait, and this one's in red. Red seems to be a really popular color this time of year, early in the year, and there's some theories out there why. I don't think anybody knows for sure, but you can't go wrong with throwing red. In my opinion, I really think that it could be, I've heard it said that the fish's eyesight will get dull in the winter months because they're not really hunting and the water's so cold. Their senses get dull and their eyesight can get dull, and so red really pops in the early spring when they're just kind of coming back into full form. That this bait just stands out a little bit more so than it would at any other time of the year. Hey man, if you guys stayed through the whole video and checked it out, right on. Good way to kick off the year, and hey man, that's how it goes sometimes. Plenty more to come, and I will see you guys in the next one.